Hey everybody, I'm Steve Beckmen, winemaker for Beckmen Vineyards, and today I'm standing on Purisima Mountain Vineyard in Block 6, going to get you updated on everything that's happening in the vineyard and winery in Q3 of 2018. I think Q3 is probably our busiest time of the year in the vineyard. There's just so much going on as the plants are growing, the grapes are growing and ripening, that there is a tremendous amount of work to do. So through the Q3 season, kind of in preparation for harvest, we are doing a lot of canopy management. That is working with the canopy, positioning it into the trellis. We are pulling leaves and doing leaf removal to help with disease pressure and also to help expose the fruit to a little bit more sunlight, which is great for ripeness and quality. We're also prepping for harvest. So what that means is that as the grapes go through veraison, which is the time they move from hard green berries into either soft green berries or turn from green to red for the red grapes, we are netting them. And I know that I've talked about nets in the past. We have a big problem with birds primarily, but also with some ground squirrels that tend to like to eat our beautiful fruit that we grow out here on Purisima Mountain. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's the biodynamic farming or something, but it just seems like we're a beacon for all these animals to come and taste our tasty fruit. So in order to protect that, we use netting over all the vines. And so we're busy doing all of our netting both here on Purisima Mountain and over at the Winery Estate Vineyard as well. The vintage this year is a little different from the past few years. So we've been through this drought thing. We've had a lot of hot years over the past few years. And actually 2018 is a little bit more normal. It's kind of like the harvest that we used to have maybe 8 years ago, 10 years ago, even 20 years ago. Our start for the last few vintages has been in early August, and that's really unusual for us. So you get used to this cycle of harvesting in early August, when typically we should be really harvesting more in September and October and into November. And so 2018, we're kind of seeing that again as we are in late August here now. The grapes are still changing color, going through and finishing veraison, which is going to push our harvest start probably to the third week of September, and then most of the grapes coming in October and into November. In the winery, we are doing a lot of blending during the third quarter, so we're putting blends together, Purisima Mountain Syrah, Cuvée Lebec, all the Grenaches, TLB, and then we're also doing a lot of prep work now to get ready for all the grapes that are going to come in for harvest this year. So that's working through all of our empty barrels, checking our presses and our equipment to make sure that everything is ready to go for when we first receive grapes. And also, it's just getting everything cleaned up and organized so that we're ready to go when harvest starts. Harvest time is really the best time to come visit wine country, to come visit Beckmen Vineyards and the tasting room. You walk right through the crush pad as you walk into the tasting room, so you get to sometimes experience the grapes on hand, the processing, you get to taste the fruit, sometimes you get to taste the juice as you walk by. It's a great time to schedule a tour. If you haven't done a Beckmen tour yet, give us a call or send us an email and get a tour scheduled. There's just so much going on this time of the year that I think it's probably the best time of year to come visit the vineyard and the winery. We hope to see you soon.